Hey guys, good morning. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to multitask and cook and make a video at the same time. I got a question about nighttime eating. How can you avoid it? What can you do to basically reduce that craving at night before you go to bed? And putting my own thoughts down and doing some research, I think I got a pretty good checklist for you guys to kind of go off of to reference what you do or habits you may have. First thing is you have to understand is our bodies naturally have what's called a circadian rhythm. Basically, it is the internal clock in our human bodies. So it regulates, our bodily functions. It regulates things we don't voluntarily obviously have to operate internally. It regulates your sleep pattern. It regulates a lot of things. Thousands of years ago, this played to our benefit because obviously we were hunter-gatherers. We weren't as sedentary as we were nowadays. Basically, what would happen is your circadian rhythm would auto-tune to your survival. So basically, the later it got in the day, the more calories your circadian rhythm played into eating, so you could stay warm at night, so you could store fat, so you could store energy for the winter, or obviously as you would need it as you're moving across, the plains or desert, wherever you were. In today's society, this plays dramatically against us, mainly due to the fact that we are obviously a lot more sedentary. So us sitting on the couch at 8 p.m. at night, which is usually when most cravings hit, versus being out in the field trying, to stalk a deer, is dramatically different. So when you go to bed and you have those nighttime cravings and you tend to want to eat something high in starch, high in sugar, something sweet, that's going to get immediately stored as fat when you go to sleep. It's going to store almost immediately overnight as fat. You're not going to use it. It's not going to be productive in any way. And you just satisfy your craving and you kind of, get that feeling out, but that's what's happening internally in your body, which is why it obviously hinders your weight loss. Second thing is artificial light. Obviously, artificial light is everywhere, especially, in our houses, offices, what have you. Artificial light has been shown in studies to make you stay up later versus natural light. So basically, if you're in your house, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., watching TV, you're in bed doing whatever, if you have any light on, it tends to make you stay up later. This plays hand in hand with your circadian rhythm, but you're going to get that feeling of hunger. You're going to be like, oh my God, well, I'm up late. I need to go get a snack. I need to eat something. I'm hungry. Cut out artificial light, especially when you go to bed, when you get home, and relax. Other thing, excuse me. So in order to help with nighttime eating, there's a couple things that I'm going to put out there for you guys you can try. Breaking your nighttime habit. So basically what happens is people get in the habit of multitasking through the day. So you get in the habit of, okay, well, I got to pick up the kids. I'm at work right now. I'm going to try to work through my lunch. I'm going to do all these things. And you tend to eat mindlessly. You tend to just stuff food in your face as you're multitasking, doing your thing, and you lose track of how many calories you eat, what you're actually eating, and how much you eat. So basically the easier way to monitor that, especially when you get home at night and you're watching TV or talking to your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and you lose track necessarily, you necessarily lose track of, same thing, what you're eating, what you're doing, because you're so caught up in your TV show where you're just munching and just going to town and you just don't think about it. Try to do tasks with eating that aren't things that occupy your mind. For example, I know that sounds really contradictory, but hear me out. So if you're at work through lunch and you're trying to, bust out your work while you're trying to eat, when you get home, same thing, you're trying to relax and watch TV, try to do something that occupies your mind that, makes you focus where it doesn't really let you multitask. So try to fold some laundry, try to read a book, try to, read an article, do something that makes your mind focus on it versus you being able to do 2 or 3 things at one time. Something that's going to demand the attention of your mind, almost all of it, 100% of it. So doing something like that will help you with your multitasking and your eating habits. Other thing, largest meal of the day needs to be in the beginning of the day. I'm trying to talk fast so the video doesn't obviously get really long. Largest meal in the beginning of the day, breakfast or lunch, or obviously if you're eating 5 meals a day, meal 2 or 3, or even 1. Eating your largest meal of the day before, the afternoon, so about, 3, 4 o'clock, has been shown to not only boost your metabolism, but obviously when you get home from work or you start relaxing at night, having that high calorie intake in the beginning of the day satisfies your hunger throughout the day. So you're not eating a big dinner when you get home and your body doesn't have enough time to metabolize it because you're active through the day. You're not active when you get home at night and then you eat that big dinner and eat a little bit of, snacking, and then you go to bed, guess what happens is that most of those calories, they're stored and they're not used and they're not utilized, hindering your weight loss. So if you have any other questions, guys, feel free to ask, feel free to comment. I'd love to keep making videos and do some research for you. Have a good day.